You are watching Liberty Online TV.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone.
Orange.
Building tomorrow today with Rightmove. Looking for quality, reliability, and innovation in your next big build? Choose Rightmove Engineering and Construction, Sierra Leone's trusted name in transforming ideas into enduring structures. We don't just build projects, we craft landmarks that stand the test of time. From state-of-the-art offices and modern homes to fuel stations, water systems, and infrastructure, our team delivers precision, passion, and perfection. At Rightmove, we are not following industry standards, we are setting them. Through cutting-edge technology, uncompromising safety, and sustainable solutions, we are building a brighter, stronger, and safer Sierra Leone. Visit us at 54 Campbell Street, Freetown, or call 078399475 or 077504338. Rightmove Engineering and Construction. Building quality, building trust, building the future.
To pay bills with the UBA mobile app, just log in to the app. Click on Pay Bills within the Quick Links dashboard. You'll be provided with a list of various biller categories like cable TV, sports and gaming, utilities, airtime and data, and so on. Click on the biller category you want. Then select from a list of price options provided by the biller. Click Confirm to proceed with the transaction. Enter your PIN and click OK. And you're done. Enjoy paying your bills with the UBA mobile app. To pay bills with the UBA mobile app, just log in to the app. Click on Pay Bills within the Quick Links dashboard. You'll be provided with a list of various biller categories like cable TV, sports and gaming, utilities, airtime and data, and so on. Click on the biller category you want. Then select from a list of price options provided by the biller. Click Confirm to proceed with the transaction. Enter your PIN and click OK. And you're done. Enjoy paying your bills with the UBA mobile app.
Good morning, viewers, and welcome to the first edition of the Breakfast Show for this week, where they come to you live from Liberty Online TV. We they stream na Facebook, YouTube, and also na our website, where they powered by Orange Sierra Leone. We will they bring this edition of the Breakfast Show come to you this Monday morning. My name na Khadija Bangora.
And me na Mabel Kaba. Good morning. Today na Monday, the 23rd day of February 2026. Inside this edition of the Breakfast Show, today, we take a look at the outcome of the All People's Congress, APC party and lower level elections, which happened on Saturday, when be the 21st day of February. The incidents then will take place today, the concerns them way party members then get, we can discuss that inside this edition of the Breakfast Show. And also, we go for talk to one of the flag bearer aspirants them, when Honorable Almami Petito Kuruma. Waiting in plan them for be flag bearer. We will discuss all of that inside this edition of the Breakfast Show.
All right. I beg your pardon. Honorable Almami Petito Kuruma, the contest for being national chairman for the All People's All People's Congress APC party. We can know waiting na in plan them for bring the party together at this time way. Many people believe say the party they go through a transition. Well, we hear from Honorable Ambassador Almami Petito Koma later on inside the program, and also we go hear from the National Coordinator for the Internal Elections Management Committee of the All People's Congress APC party when they been conduct the lower level elections and are they in charge for manage all the internal elections them. We don't begin inside the All People's Congress, and by March then go into the constituency elections before then go into other elections then. So take August according to the timetable, where then go into the National Delegate Conference. So then go pick new executive members, and also then go get a flag bearer. We go take the party to the 2028 general elections. Well, the first phase of the elections don't begin when at the lower level election them. We have plenty concern, also allegation of violence, born makeshift structure them, and plenty other things that will happen. And one major concern will come now the different symbol them where the party use for the ballot papers instead of the individual and phases them. We've been contest inside the lower level election there. And one person will be raised this alarm through the social media. Now the Honorable Siraji Rollins Kamara where say this particular system it been confusing and it been call on the Internal Management Committee for cancel the lower level election them. Well, we go hear from Siraji Rollins Kamara, then later we go hear from the National Coordinator for the Internal Elections Management Committee, where go can explain and also it go address all of them concerned there with Siraji Kamara and other people them don't raise inside the party. Well, at the studio this morning, we want to welcome the Honorable Siraji Rollins Kamara, where we can outline all the concern that we get for SECA. The lower level elections will be up on this Saturday. Good morning, Honorable.
Good morning, Khadija.
All right, as I don't tell with viewers then this morning, you are the first person as a senior member of the All People's Congress. We've been taken to social media immediately when the elections begin and raise concern. First, you get concerned about the ballot papers them, where according to you, they use different animal them as the individual and symbol the way they contest inside these elections. Aside that, let me start for look at the entire conduct of the lower level election. From your own view, how you can assess that particular elections they want a party be all on Saturday.
Let me first say this is the first time for Kamna Liberty, and glad for there, and in the first week back for Kamna Studio. Privilege for me, and congratulations for the good work. The studio is really, really nice, and if you say that picture no more can see at the end, but now I see the reality. Thank you very much. Let me be a bit I call them issues with dinner the APC where we discuss, but one come out openly and clearly na the one of the symbol. If I not say me release major on just that component, and so therefore I will recuse myself for talk about other issues them because they were not so much important. Not say they're not important, but knowing we backgrounds how they come up from. We are growing democracy in the party from selection to election. It's a process, to 100% pleasant. For let it come that way, I think we'll go for commend ourselves first as a party. But I think say my own concern about the symbols, that it's a matter of misinformation from the IEMC. That in charge with the responsibility for carry out election, internal elections, you don't say fact. And we know say there are some developers when they take place, where people say whether the election they take place or not. People didn't want the election to take place. We say let's start and let the process go. Then we refine ourselves, they prune the process as they go along, And there were not even city tunis being get for talk a day before, and say well, it talk before say the election they go ahead, unlike happy when they go and post on social media that the election they go ahead, which was good. So I expect say the IEMC for not able also give we a notice say, and well, we dey get the election tomorrow, but wetin obtain because of time and because of resources for begin print different candidates na the ballot. Therefore, would they use this way they reach the go ballot? People who have prepared themselves. But wetin been obtained, people who are campaigning say, I dey go for treasurer, I dey go for secretary, do you vote on me? So when it can now, they can't see say that face say no day. It's difficult because the time when they tell them where the election for being saying they can't ballot. Not so like I will be also be victim of the same system in 2023 and when they go for MP symbol. The MP symbol on a small number, not more than 30 where they vote, you know. So it's very easy for me they all day one place at a time where the election they begin and give that instruction. But when you get this kind of lower level election, where some people they come say then 11, 12, 1 or even later on. So you tell like say the candidate and get for the get and campaign non-stop campaign while the voting they go on, we will not say no to best practice. So had they informed, yesterday I was on Weird with Supermed, they came out clearly and explained this way as Socom. I said, well, this is the problem. Had you guys informed us that this is the process, all man go don't absorb them and prepare for go. But when we reach and knowing say monkey know they left in Black Hand with the suspect who self left right center, he come up with and I had to raise the flag for say this process for me them do and this way so it gets a motive. So and that was the thing.
The issue of the symbol, we not see the phases of contestants them na the ballot was never discussed prior to the day of the elections.
At all not. At all not. It was never. Nobody was informed, and that's my point there. Say a notice would have just been enough for them. We know say now this would expect, you know, and yeah, and when that happened, when you can at the voting side, I'm on as like 7 or 8 places when they vote. This is some uncle. Hey, na me get the host, na me get this, you know, and if you say it really good for because you know what to do. So we na rehearsal for 2028. We won't forget everything right and take the SPP head on. So if anything the way they begin the ambogui will get for begin control and so self.
So are you saying proper voter education not been done take place before the day for the lower level elections, and even the candidates them we might don't sit down with the internal elections management committee and agree on them various animal symbol there, then self not inform them people there?
Definitely, I would tell you that they were not informed. And I talked with somebody when a leader at the party, I don't go name him, out of respect. He say they mean between numbers and or symbols. You know, then kind of thing. Like the numbers we use them for the Constitutional Review Committee for obvious reason because would they pick 5 people and from each constituency 2022 for go ratify the Constitution. And because we don't know who they come up, some constituency they get 5 people and that's just enough. Some you go up to 13. So they give numbers, you know. And when they do now, they will say 1, 2, 5, 7, 8. The group the way then they panayun cabal 1, 2, 5, 7, 8. So by the time where would they make say by the time people in the car you don't can show you paper, you don't write it on already. Before they enter, they're not sure. So we not say that system not been too good, but because of time and resources. But 3 years on, we may expect that for don't change. So I would still bet say no candidate, no aspirant or whatever was informed prior to the election for say this is what they should expect. Yeah.
Siraji, what's really the problem with? Now the numbering system you will prefer and you they frown at the different animal symbol they use?
But let me talk about the animal first. Please, Daniel, we call them say sarcastic hyperbole. Now I bring from like a fun and the deliberate exaggeration because I even use say snake or that in there for just cool off the discussion also. And I not prefer neither symbol, neither numbering. The candidates will be not come campaign, now in name them for in face for them put face, name, and the symbol of the party. If at all, if you for you see that symbol there, but then say money no day, okay, money no day. Of course, we see PPRC don't take a whopping sum of over 400 million a year, and so I can understand that. But all with me they say, based on me discussion last night with Supermed, they will have just informed us say this is the expectation because of this or that. When I had the talk say when it in governance, you they lead. When you know inform the people they get misinformation. Today we get this keeper generation. All man as you Alfonso, you don't fit in a journalist. They begin say breaking news, you know, they bring rancor. But had like Tunis spoke to us. He came out with a voice note, and where people, somebody go tag somebody in old post a week before Saturday, where he talks say the election no dey take place, and we snap on our Facebook, like they say just now. So he share and people and just feel say now the election is for happening.
Well, I understand say not to the first thing this and they use the animal symbol.
Yes, I told you that 2022 for the constitution review we used a numbering. Then 2023 for we the MP there were no and maybe for what they use. But say it was because of resources and exigency of time. Imagine we come up from the constitution and for Congo, so then they actually understand. But 3 years moving on, and as I told you, I reported the matter, said this is not best practice, and I say yes, now because of this. And I took it up with the party, now the office, then assured me say it will not be repeated. I can understand say they were hitches here and there, challenges, so maybe they not get enough time for go into the new, for make them face, but nobody would tell me say it wasn't wrong, and that's one for see. And all of this, the call, of course, you get for like somebody say, like one school and say they want for go one shift. But when they do what they ask the government, they want for go private. So you get for aim the sky, maybe you go fall on the roof or the ceiling. So what I did was to call for a cancellation. When me a proponent for let the election go on. So, but I have to call, make that and I make something final say responses came from your own call. But definitely not to follow cancel the election, but now for make them sit up and make sure say moving forward with this 21 days window from the Saturday election to the constituency, we do things thoroughly, that's in it. Yeah. So
the issue say the IEMC not inform the one the way they contest, say they're not going to see them face them at the ballot box. You they see them as something that was intentional from them part, say people then just go all of a sudden, go cast them votes them, then go see say the one the way then they expected and go see for able identify whether a candidate we want vote for. You go see symbol day. Was it you they say like it be intentional from them part?
Yes, when I did the suspicion come because everybody talks, hey, they know they do Petito, then they do that in it. We they listen. Sometimes I do little talking on social media, they listen. But as with a civil society background, I have to come up and analyze the situation and come up with a position statement as I did. But definitely, even if at all they inform the candidates that we are not believe say they did, but say the issue is not about the candidates. It's about the people who they can't say they can't vote for Mabel. Now I can't see in a house I see where is Mabel. So the person can make any other thing we know the level of illiteracy in our country, say even in national politics. So they say not to be faithful and once and just want to see the APC symbol. They're satisfied. Okay, that is good. But they know say this not the APC symbol, they don't sleep with them for almost here. So me face when they don't see all the same for campaign, now then they express say for see or maybe in face. So that's the thing I think say I bring come up say for there you get enough time for do that the no drum. It's a recipe for suspicion, say people want for play games. And this is politics, believe me. They say once beaten, twice shy. We know what's happened in the team A shenanigans where they bring up in 22-23, where lots of people were disenfranchised and people were almost killed in Cambia, then kind of the Young Congress, and lots of things. And so people say, let history not repeat itself. And but waiting because I didn't say people have felt threatened, so they reverse. But now say no, before we reach to that point for the rank or most scam, let's start to speak. Maybe it was an oversight on the side, say, well, people will just understand. But that large number they need proper education. And the IEMC been get some districts or regional retreat them they mobilize. I was expecting that those are the things them for the
question now is the IEMC Siraji being really get all the time for go through this voter education way they ask for, taking into consideration few days to the elections, the IEMC come out with a press release say they're not sure say that election they go hold the particular February 14 where them be want for all the election because they were underfunded. They not get the actual budget where them be asked for. Also again, on a Secretary General been spend some days na the Panembaro Correctional Centers. Also again, the executive be there back and forth with complain them na the PPRC. You think say enough time been there for let them do all this voter education?
Yes, the IEMC gets one sole goal. Then gets one objective: conduct election. With whether Secretary General they under then case and then a PPRC, una prepare una own calendar. Then say proper planning prevents problem. What the IEMC will have done, then for recuse themselves from all other party activities and focus, say, whether all things being equal or not, this now we timetable. And having presented the budget to the secretariat, to the party secretariat, long before, they're not going to experience it. But I think they also be moved by the development, the issues that have been come up at the party. But that's why they say they are purely now for internal election management than they for. So whatever case which happen for judge to say this, whether this is right or wrong or good or bad, we have a mandate to conduct election. And so whilst other things they go on, therefore even they raise hopes to people and say, even this thing they go on so, and will they still get to election. But if they say keep quiet, as they did and say because of PPRC or waiting and call, means say they don't get engulfed into the other activities. We know their own mandate. So I made them a delegated responsibility, all man for them within in jurisdiction and perform well. We begin to interfere, other things and begin to move you, then they lost focus. And that's exactly what happened. And I'll appeal to them, say, regardless of what you go to the party, APC will sabu for this way. Would they bang yourself yesterday? Oh, then we had all man say, now the two man in the top friendly so in the profile. This is the APC I know. Pansanemian and Kimbang say Alex Siraj because in the heat and stay, they listen. They run away. And this is the party we wait and go. Whenever we want for come back to power, such things will come definitely and will challenge you, say, because all man wants, and so therefore, where are the suspicions something will go wrong? I have to point at it, not to say I discredit the person, but maybe not the process, And I don't get any briefing for the IEMC people. Asan, na gentleman, I think I get maximum respect for. And if anything this happen, maybe in an oversight, something not been things say na that way they. But believe me, I know condemn the person, the people, and the IMC rather the process. Yeah.
Condemning the process, in your opinion, an election also the one the way the votes go, they're not able to identify the candidates and where them be the members, then they go see now the ballots, paper them, then go through the elections day. In your opinion, was that a free and fair, credible elections conducted on Saturday?
Yeah, well, of course, a free and fair election, you get like 10 tenants, and as you see, one of them now for able to identify the candidates, and that's one of my issues. So, say if person come, able votes for in candidates, not Sabian at the ballot, that means say the process don't screw up a little bit. And moving forward, that has to be changed. That has to be corrected. And also, I know say as get for come, maybe we can give promises to the effect. We not go want another issue wherein people and go and say, hey, this thing may not repeat itself. No. So definitely I can classify and say it gets a hitch. And we I think say if not been just constituency MP election, bam, because a small number, but a large number, people in the camp at different times. And if you say it really come out well.
Some of you comrade them, they say you they raise unnecessary tension, outside tension and not been there. And begin no business for raising concern there, especially where a camp and then different animal symbol there where you be the raise concern, but say it was very confusing for owner.
Yeah. People have get right to your own opinion. There are people who commended me. There are people who condemn me. I'm used to that. Definitely, I not get for serve everybody in conscience. One thing I believe first, nobody they make me happy. Now me get for make myself happy. But I rather prefer dissatisfy 1,000 people than I disappoint me pillow. Waiting me if you say right, I have to say it. And so if I in the process of saying waiting me believe, where I know they live me life for other person, I have to say it. So in the process of hurting somebody, I think say not to deliberate, I know they say like, I can't give this person pain, but that's what I believe. And I have to live it in I believe. So in the process, if I hurt somebody, let the person be. Sometimes people don't talk something on social media or make statement when myself not agree with, but I keep quiet because now the person's opinion, I'm not just making unnecessary noise. Let's talk say best practice, if that thing is tenable. No. Moving forward, we have to correct it so that we'll get similar complaints.
So they hope for see the same animal symbol them now the next phase of the elections will be the constituency elections, or they recommend to the IEMC for change the animal symbol and bring in the individual them where they contest for the elections, let them phases then at the ballot paper for easy identification by the voters?
Based on the discussion last night from Supermed, if the conditions we obtain and then continue to obtain, and obviously them go able to do phases, but there must be information beforehand say, we'll get for still use symbols. And maybe they have to change the symbol because this one don't take place and this lower. And going to constituency is more for smaller number than the ward election. So maybe that's one they can able to get them right. Whether they use face of person or they use symbol, let communication come maybe 3 days before time say, this is not the process you get for do. That's just what was lacking. And I bring this. Let person not come say, where so you are come vote for, you go see house, you know. And so I think say if moving forward, whether they choose for put phases or then put symbol, I'm indifferent. Only that let information come out earlier say this is the process who they take.
Take you back to the 2020-2023, say when I've been used numbers them back. That election day and this one, how it different? The one the way them be use the numbers them for by then be inform them first so that they will go talk to the electorate them. Say where you go, you not go for semi face. Now so thing you go meet at the ballot, but a million number this, then been tell them.
Well, the difference with that numbering election when for the constituency review or for go ratify, this now 5 people without positions na each constituency, and because democracy was introduced after a long time, people are not being waiting. So we make them open, say make them can nominate. Like we start 1, 1, 2, people are nominated until up to 13 people or so. 8 or 13, I don't remember again. 1 or 5 1. So in that case, that one then at the very they know so people we don't declare say and they can't contest for position. So that one day the numbering is understandable, definitely. Because people on the spot and they get for camping for go represent the constituency, not so for let's say and they can't serve for a particular position. When the constituency constitution review done, all man in mandate done. So that one is totally different compared to this when people they come for positions and then they don't campaign. That one day nobody not been campaign, nobody no talk say written at the day no more talk say well the one they want for written. Now the floor they nominate. Whereas this one now, the people that know go pay the candidature fee, they not express the position they want. So these are 2 different elections, definitely. If we forget a constitutional ratification back and need the independent people, then that same number might be taken into account. Yeah.
So Gaji Hassan they can join we for clarify all of them your issues there where you don't raise whilst you they left in at the studio.
Yeah.
But holistically, as a member of the APC, how you can describe the elections of Saturday? Apart from the animal, the goats.
Yes, that's why I said that was my only concern. But as in my intro, I also say elections in new to we. And for low candidate level there, I can even talk so we don't get like 80% progress made in terms of holding elections. And so we get for job developed so that we go able to top them up to 100%. No election, no the way free and fair and free from fear completely. But I just think say now just a matter of misinformation. Had they informed us that this is the process, believe me, nobody know for agree. Then they have to happen. We even had record of that in the SLPP, then FED and ton other place them. It's part of the process, especially in Africa. We see violence, part of it. But I think say we will speak to those issues and make sure say moving on to the constituency will not get at the end of the day by going to national, we will get 100% picture.
You think all the thing will happen at this phase of lower level elections?
Yes, and for me, for make the inform we no more say would they go to a symbol election or would they get phases of people that then they let people prepare themselves. They can use the same method, same pooling agents or whatever, for make the process go. Yeah.
In terms of how now they conduct on internal elections, on a party na one way the public be done they accuse say on not they practice democracy, especially they use the selection clause. Now they don't amend on a constitution, we don't give on the rights for let people and vote for them various representative them from the ward level onto the executive level. On Saturday, people and see pictures of una members them waiting accused, waiting for them term for let them go exercise their rights as members of the APC. Also, you feel say una day now in terms of internal party democracy?
I don't tell you, know the USA supposed for it yet, but we know the USA will be there. So don't tell you, we don't come over halfway the line and looking at a party where been just depend on selection and look at for that 2022 constitutional review, people go be elected. That's the starting point. People begin to learn and follow the process. So I make us say this is not the other major election. By 2029, I know they get for believing all of them tell no get for day because all man go don't get a full understanding. And also we know say most people run for maintain their own position. And so certain things get for happen. But when you know say the constitution don't cause at 2 times you get of 6 years, so the next election, they all want already they also now, then they get for usher in a new set of people. So dual interest or double interest not get for the day. So final say we'll get for improve from now to 2020. Now we'll get for get the similar election.
Una optimistic?
Very much so, yes. For 2028, will they rule this country back? APC they come to power. That's one.
With all the internal division.
No, of course, it is part of us. You know, when we well, I will not call it division.
How a divided house?
Khadija, when you look at a situation like this, when a governance they go like this, all man they become agitated. Say, me, I want for correct this system, and knowing saying that 2% will get the platform for winning election in this country. So I mean, this is a lot of people in the surface. It's not just we in the opposition. It's also a long list at the SLPP. You know, so but
we are discussing the APC.
No,
the SLPP inside. Left
well, you cannot talk about the number of people where they come up now with party and not tell you the reason. And the reason because there is poor governance where all man they feel say I can come address them. And I think say I can put on the platform of the APC.
Are you winning the election with a divided house?
The division, they end the moment we elect with flag bearer. Everybody galvanize under that elected person. The problem we had before when they say, hey, well, you go decide, you go pick. But now the flag bearer will be elected. When we elect Samura 2023, nobody no raise noise compared to 2017-18, where they say Sabiam. No, that means we don't shoot from there. And now 2023, we elect them. So where you come on McKinney, all man rally be now. So 2028, now so you get for be where you don't pick with flag by 2026. Now everything now one pot.
Why you think say the APC na the only alternative? Where you say una go win 2028?
Because na 2 parties in this country. You know,
no, there are 17 registered political parties.
I will not want to talk on those parties because it's disappointing that people don't use their aid. When they come about tripartite, now APC and the government, when I SLPP, and then call to table.
Well, most people, they describe it as selfish agreements because
yes,
not so APC and SLPP no more than the country. How when they go sit down and decide for over 7 million
some of us said that, but now the other party then just keep quiet and take them the acceptance. Now we then say for come approve the Chief Electoral Commission and then go 12 of them go sign say and they endorse. Imagine.
The president consults them.
Yeah, well, so why were they not consulting? And people will what them saw and go to say when it comes to the bigger picture of national interest, una left way out. Now when una don't go wait now one for bring we campaign this year so because of our interest. This is where you will doubt people and say if you're not ready for lead party, not ready for represent the people, and don't come. But like how they say mushroom churches.
So support of the registering a political party.
When we win a seat for 2 consensus, yes, if waiting they exist for. If you cannot win a seat, why do you exist for?
That's not going to bring the country to one party state again.
No.
Narrow democracy.
We don't have. Well, this is the problem we also have. Even those who broke through, like the PMDC, they had 10 seats. Nobody now comes in and then looking back, then go assimilate themselves to other party. So also NGC. Then, well, imagine the last time we get NGC, we get C4C. Then self-allow themselves, say they're not for nurture their own party them and decide, say, no, go way back to them party, you know, which is really wrong. If people are serious about a governance, make them party like a seed where they grow to a tree. But people, anybody can't today, now for a big flag bearer, we know win. party die tomorrow. I will not count those as political parties. APC they in opposition under Tijan Kaba, then fed back then come, SLP, same thing. So this other party should learn that as well if they want they mean seriousness.
All right,
Thank you very much. Yes.
Thank you. We join with this morning. We can get Hassan now. We're the national coordinator for the internal elections management committee at the All People's Congress APC party, where they can address to all the concern them way Siraji raised this morning inside the breakfast show. And also later on we'll go talk to Honorable Ambassador Almami Petito Koroma, we go can talk about implants the way he gets for be the next national chairman of the All People's Congress APC party. This is the breakfast show where they come to you live from Liberty Online TV. We stream na Facebook, YouTube, and also now we websites where they powered by Orange Sierra Leone. They continue the breakfast show and we can now over to Hassan Kamara, national coordinator for the IEMC, when I then get the mandate for conduct all internal elections them na the party right now. And we still say I don't conduct the first set of elections when at the lower level election them will be happen Saturday. And lots of concern them come out from the members them. And as soon as see videos of some violence will happen at some areas them, and also videos and picture of some side them will be very peaceful. Allegation of ballot stuffing and all of that. People like Siraji Wallis Kamara will not just listen to feel say the symbols of animal the way them be used not be appropriate, and proper voter education not be happen before the election. And that's all Hassan Deka address this morning inside this edition of the breakfast show. Good morning, Mr. Kamara.
Good morning.
My pleasure for get you here this morning. Thank you. All right, as you dey come in, you dey listen to on a member Siraji. But firstly, before we come to the concern there, from you as a national coordinator for IEMC, how you can describe the elections where una been conducted on Saturday?
Well, overall, in my opinion, it was a success. Obviously, we get isolated incidents of, skirmishes and other issues then, but overall, for conduct elections, there are 446 wards across the country. Though there are cases of, few issues here and there. For me, it's a success. I mean, it should say APC ready for democracy. I see people team up na line, big people old people young people people with disability then queue, for go cast them vote for exercise them democratic right. That's a plus for the party.
How you describe the election as success, where the very major thing at the election casting the votes, the electorates then go, they're not able to identify the candidates them. How you go describe the elections day as a success?
Well, I briefly say they use animals and stuff like that at the ballot.
Symbols.
That's false. There was no animals then there.
When a symbol them on a use.
Now symbols, so we use symbols, and this is not new. People in the go on like saying at the first and this way they use symbols. Over the years, elections, past people don't ever participate in elections. Now symbols then people in the use. And obviously it's very, very expensive for put pictures of everybody. Obviously, moving forward to the constituency and district, we will consider or put the faces of the candidates them. But 446 wards and 9 positions at each ward, that's like 4,014 positions. And then obviously the people who they contest, let's say on average 2 or 3 per each, you talk about $1 million. It's very expensive, so it's cheaper for you symbol. On the day the candidates then go then ballot for the symbol. So when say now the host, now the Okada, or now the cotton tree, you go talk to you supporters where they vote for you, say na me, na the cotton tree. So they go vote, they look for cotton tree, then put it calm, then put inside.
So outside the issue of say una be use different animal them as symbol and the ballot paper then come out. Then also again, una comrade we just come on at the studio, Siraji, in believe say proper voter education not be happen. and a lot of confusion been there the day for the voting. Also, all of the issues they are come out because in a one party people the way right time now in social media so now use snake and all that in there.
Well, I don't know some pull that information there, but it was false. I wish he'd been there for challenge him. It was false. We not use no snake, no animal. In fact, the only thing we use the way close to animal now fall. Fall, that's it. So outside them police animal talk, I have no idea. It always, obviously, get people away always want for, create mischief. But say there was no proper voter education again, that's false. Because prior to the election, we do a voter education and sensitization tour right across the 17 APC administrative districts in the country. We also engage people in the diaspora via Zoom, where we educate people about the elections, about the election manual, how we get for conduct the elections, everything regarding the elections. We explain across the whole country. So we educate with people. So I don't know, Mr. Siraji Bindewe say there was no proper voter education.
The issue of the symbol the way una use. When una been come to a conclusion, say that path they una they take for conduct elections.
I'm not going to tell exactly when we come to that conclusion because during we tour, like I say, will be the indicator to the people and say if the party facilitates we go prefer for put the pictures. But like I say, get to a point where we realize say it will be too expensive for these ward elections. So we'll reserve that one day for maybe the constituency and district election. So for now, let's just use symbols. On the day, the contestant can ballot for the various symbols. And until that happen over the years.
On the day, which day?
The day of the election.
How the day of the election, and that day the contestants them go ballots for them symbol them. Then na that same day the people and they go vote. So how they get time for talk to the electorate and say, this is my symbol?
Yeah, so give them time. So when they go before they vote, or they call the contestant and force. We show them. Because ballot papers back now, thing that we need to expose early. Tendency they for let them compromise them. So we keep them safe until the day then come all man ballot for in symbol. We use symbol if you symbol on a phone, we they give them time to go talk to them people them. So when they go vote for me, now the phone, now in you the
But
tick.
ideally, how you go say time been there for do public education on that? The voters then know when at that same day they wanna give them time for go out. What was the possibility say they're able for go meet all the electorate there on that same day when they for cast and vote for tell them say then symbol this?
It is not about going out. The people are already in at the hall. The one who come for vote, they're eligible voters. Need to campaign term again. You don't campaign done already. These are the people who are eligible for vote, then they're at the hall. So when you ballot for your symbol, you go meet them at the hall. You're not going out. You show them, this is me. So when you go vote, now they fall, now they tick. They vote for me. And not necessarily just young people, like you show everybody, because you never know. Somebody go did they want to vote for you, get a change of mind. So now me at the fall, now me at the cutting tree. So anybody want to vote for me at the cutting tree, the other one them also do likewise.
Hassan, apart from the issue of the different symbol the owner use as the individual who contest na the election, then representation, issues of ballot stuffing, issues of violence, issues of some certain ward them, they not get the number of ballots as to waiting the inside the voter register come up. Waiting exactly be happen at them ward then they.
Well, some of all the thing and there are allegations so far. So me they wait for the report from various district coordinators them and presiding officers them. We look into the report and then we will deal with some of the issues then they. But the reason make us say the election largely overall successful. For instance, in an area where you get say 18 wards, you only get 2 wards with issues then the. While about with people they say election not take place. Then get 18 wards.
But at the same district, allegedly, violence erupts. Also, they even burn a school, a primary school.
Yes. We don't know the circumstances of that. We all see videos. But what I can say is at least 15 of the wards then conduct election then successfully without any violence. So maybe 1 or 2 violent. So, say because of then 1 or 2 wards, then the majority also no credible. And also then violence then are criminal acts. The police then did it, then supposed for arrest and detain people that will commit criminal offense. Get anything, anybody who go vote, if you go vote peacefully. So if you go there for go commit a criminal offense, then for arrest and detain you, it's simple.
There is this issue of one particular individual by the name of Davido, with plenty video then they out there, when they allege say then catch them, they do ballot stuffing. And this individual then they accuse and say na a supporter of Bai Mahmoud, where na an aspiring candidate for the flag bearer position. I don't know if then all the allegations they don't reach na your desk, and if yes, investigations don't begin.
Like I say, there are allegations at this stage. I still they wait for the full report from the district coordinators, them, IEMC coordinator, and the presiding officers. Then we will look into that. But as of now, I not received the official report. Then they eat. I just wait till all man they see on social media, and we cannot base any decision or conclusion on that.
How about the one we get for do with one Pastor Adama, where a video of they go viral, usai the two-way ballot box and scatter papers them?
Yes, the party go look into that. And also, which are now aware of the party constitution provide for the Independent Elections Complaints Board. So anybody we aggrieved gets recourse for go complain or petition. Nobody no need for go pet alala or cause havoc or throw away box here and there. It is completely wrong if that happened. So if they conduct election, you're not happy with the conclusion, go to the Independent Election Complaint, but then get the mandate for call for a rerun. Then you investigate the matter. If they find in your favor, then they call for a rerun of the elections. So now that's the reason making in the day.
During our planning process, we be even come to a stall at some point because we've been seeing notice we've been come out, a letter been come out from the committee. They highlight say una get challenges, and one of them challenges and they have been finances for actually finance this whole process and coming for use a symbol when now people they complain about. Now one of the reasons and that because una being challenged financially. Waiting at the exact budgets where una been put together for this lower level election.
Well, I'm not going to consider and explain to the whole world what's in our budget. I'd rather not say.
Why? Is it a secret?
Well, I know it's in a secret, but not to try to explain to the whole world. This is like, you know what I mean, the whole world watching. And if we can't talk about specific details of your exact budget, which you put, which you get, and obviously go appropriate for in the interest of the party.
So aside the budget way, you know what for talk about, now I get about 21 days window for going to the next phase of the elections, when are the constituency elections. Waiting are the lessons learned from the lower level elections in terms of holding free, fair, and transparent elections where everybody could feel satisfied?
Well, one part the lesson learned now, early preparation. We've been delayed small in terms of some of the election materials, preparing ballot papers and the voter list and all that in this. So I think moving forward, we will make sufficient time for make sure say they are readily available and deployed as early as possible. And also, like how people they say, for allay any further fears, the party will go engage the leadership for let them make the provision so that every candidate in picture go there at the ballot paper. So anybody they go vote will see and clearly say that the person this
So
one
the
they vote for.
constituency elections, you want for assure on a membership now say the ballot papers then go carry the phases of the individual candidates the way they contest na the elections then they?
Well, I go assure them say we go engage the leadership of the party, and I dey hope say then go facilitate we for make sure that pictures of the candidates then they. But I no go guarantee that right now.
How is that even possible? Because them first set of materials their owner gets. We understand saying that China on a Secretary General been go for print them. And now I just get 21 days. How is that even possible within 21 days? If even when I engage them, they agree. How is it possible for una go back and print new ballot papers?
So first of all, for saying that China then go print the materials, and that's not correct. Then go print the membership cards at China, and that's it. Everything else now yeah we print ballot papers, voters list, RRFs, and Salaya will print everything. So we get time. We can still able to print them back now in 2-3 days. We don't have to go to China for that.
In terms of finances again, although you say you not go disclose the exact amount so on a budget for the elections na on a party, but the party being able to provide for meets on a budget so on a be asked for.
Well, obviously budgets na budgets. They not going to give you exact, but obviously they been give you enough followable for go ahead and conduct them elections there successfully. Whatever happen at the elections or the outcome, not get anything for the budget because we'll be able to provide or what we need for go ahead and
conduct. But the people in face because we're not been getting enough funding.
Yeah, but that they not a novelty. For ballot papers, they will get symbols. It's not a novelty. That's what they don't use for decades. People they go on like say that the first 10 so they say. But then they use symbols them per elections them for decades and decades. So the first time this. And they always go on successfully. The candidates that they count, they then ballot for them symbol. You get your symbol, you say I'm a symbol, this, you show you people and then go vote for you. You know, it's I understand say obviously it will be better, especially for the people that we not to understand, for let them see being the person whether they go vote for and then tick and then vote for. It will be easier. So moving forward, we go engage the leadership for see how best to be able for do that, for assist the voters them.
Were you surprised for your hidden concern that they say people will really get concerned because of the symbols they want to use? Because you say not a new thing.
It's not a new thing, but again, I know it's a surprise because in politics, you always get people, and no matter what you do, they will always find ways and means for try for discredit what you do. But for me personally, I believe say not a new thing, and overall, the elections generally it was a huge success, albeit few isolated incidents that like I don't talk earlier. But you will get people who they focus more on them, negative things rather than the positives. Me go rather focus on the positives.
All right, before I left you go.
Sarah Jume just left the studio. One of the concern we get, not to say that new thing is a symbol, but for communication gap in the on a committee not communicate with the one them where they contest na the election prior to the election for say na that on they settle for on not they use them face them but on they use symbol that communication gap. You agree say communication gap in the?
No, there was no communication gap. Like I say, we told the whole country, including the diaspora and the special organs. We do voter education and sensitization tour. So maybe Siraj not be there around, I don't know who's been there. But we did that and we explained to the people and say, if the party facilitates enough, we go put pictures. Worst case scenario, we explain to them we go use symbols. We did indicate that to them. Say if we don't get enough budget for make them pictures and we go use symbols.
You've been sound a little bit evasive. We maybe I'll ask you about the budget. We una use for this particular set of elections. And I understand say una be asked for about $400,000 and the party give una a little over 3 billion leons. With that amount there, although you know one for disclose, with that amount there, una be able for use them in a way where everybody in the APC go satisfy say this na be credible elections we be conducted under your supervision as a national coordinator?
Okay, well, I'm not being this guy for being evasive. It was deliberate. Deliberately, and I want to talk specifically about the amount. But what I can say is whatever amount the party give, we'll be able to manage them, or do we procurement, training, and deployment, and we manage for conduct the election.
So one unique thing where they happen now, everybody they celebrate, especially in the various camps of the flag bearer aspirants, the owner gets na the party. All man they say na in the lead. All man they say they don't get delegates them. We go secure a victory na the NDC way according to our timetable supposed to happen in August. At this point, what you go say to each of the camps them in terms of how then they go on now for celebrate their victory?
Well, I go advise them let them be cautious for now, because now we get a mandate for announce and publish certified results. And as I dey right now, we still up and collate some of the results them. And the areas that we been get difficulties, possibility they say we get for the rerun of some of the elections, then they, so until then, we'll put all the results together, certified and published. We'll go advise everybody for celebrate with caution, because, we don't know. The two will do for paste the results, now the polling station are for transparency. After counting, we paste them. So if they rely on the results, then we go pull a result we will certify. We probably will get void vote and other issues them. Then go they deceive themselves and them supporters them.
So when they expect a word from una regarding the final results where una go don certify for come out?
Well, like I say, we get other words, them few words they will need for the rerun of the election. So they meet today with the leadership of the party. They'll go decide on a date, hopefully the next couple of days, for let we do a rerun of the elections. Then they don't go compile all the results. It will definitely be within the week.
So according to our calendar, when are the next elections? Because now also get forget for the diasporas them.
Yeah, with the next election get for the constituency, but after we don't generate the results, the National Secretariat they publish 21 days before the constituency elections.
All right, quickly, Hassan, before we can usher in Ambassador Almami Petito, my Lord just use the next 2 minutes for take some messages them where people don't send for you. At Dalton, they say Hassan legal. The election is stated, I think he once said the election was stated to start from 9 to 5. How can you say everyone was in the hall for voters to know what symbol is their candidate when people are voting at different times? So candidates were campaigning outside to inform their supporters when there should be no campaigning on elections day. Kindly explain.
This one again from Kamara Mohammed Ibrahim. They said the lower level elections in Cambia district was stage managed, rigged, manned with violence. The IEMC coordinator in Cambia district is a member of the BMB team. For example, in constituency 062 Samo Chiefdom, the IEMC polling did not conduct the election in areas designated by the National Secretary General. Instead, they conducted the election in bushes. If these issues are not addressed, it will affect the APC.
Quickly, this other one from Fala Kamara, they say, I can give IEMC 90% for conducting the lower level election. Even when Jagaban took the head, no doubt, no complaint on all representative of Jagaban team win all over the country. People are ready for change.
This one from Ash Darlington is a legal. The election
Don't read them.
Okay, we replace that particular one. This one from Abdul Bilukule say, prior to the lower level elections, does the IEMC provide voter education and explain methodologies to voters and all candidates to ensure transparency and accountability?
All right. Well, from their messages, and they quickly, Hassan, you go just take the all they talk about the lands where the election will start quick. Now the various words them.
Yeah, we've been get obviously logistical challenges, especially hard to reach villages now the provinces in terms of deployment. So, but largely elections then start between 9 and 12 o'clock. You know, on average, obviously some then will start a bit later, but overall on average between 9 to 12, elections then start now all the wards them. And when we say election, not to just the day of polling, a process. So if you go, the process for ballot for your symbol is part of election. You know, the process for talk to your supporters and for saying I'm a symbol list is part of the electioneering process, not just voting. So based on the resources and the time we'll get, I believe we'll manage things then very well, or make sure say at least we go ahead and conduct these ward elections. We boku people and other ones for what we do. So for we manage them and we succeed. And also for the other people, all the complaints they come up with, the allegations, that we get the Independent Elections Complaints Board. You know, rather than, I don't know, going on social media, let them just petition to the IECB, then go look into all them petitions, and then go investigate, and then go come up with a ruling. They are very credible, and chairman a lawyer, senior lawyer in this country, where I'm sorry. A very credible, I don't they look into petitions them, where they try for in best for make sure say a rule in the best interest of the party, we no go against the constitution and election manuals. So let all manner they encourage everybody we aggrieved petition. Let we not create any further difficulties or ala sonko on social media. So let we just petition and then go rule. And apart from IECB, PPRCD, but we'll get for follow your own internal structures and force. If after that you still aggrieved, you can still go to PPRC. So processes then there for all of that.
All right, many thanks, Hassan, for you join with this morning for can talk to the supporters them on the outcome of the lower level election who have been conducted on Saturday. And we're going to get you from time to time as by March when I will conduct the other set of elections when are the constituency elections them. It'll be a pleasure for get you this morning at the breakfast show. Well, that's going to be Hassan Kamara, when are the national coordinator for the Internal Elections Management Committee of the All People's Congress, APC. Will they take this short message from UBA when I will partner them as we usher in the studio the Honorable Almami Petito Koma, where they can talk about the ambitions for be the next national chairman for the All People's Congress, APC party.
To pay bills with the UBA mobile app, just log into the app. Click on Pay Bills within the Quick Links dashboard. You'll be provided with a list of various biller categories like cable TV, sports and gaming, utilities, airtime and data, and so on. Click on the biller category you want. Then select from a list of price options provided by the biller. Click Confirm to proceed with the transaction. Enter your PIN and click OK. And you're done. Enjoy paying your bills with the UBA mobile app. To pay bills with the UBA mobile app, just log into the app. Click on Pay Bills within the Quick Links dashboard. You'll be provided with a list of various biller categories like cable TV, sports and gaming, utilities, airtime and data, and so on. Click on the biller.
All right, welcome back. You still watch the Breakfast Show where they come to you live on Liberty Online TV. And like we tell you now, this morning at the studio also, we can talk to one of the aspirants who they contest the position of National Chairman at the All People's Congress, APC Party, winner Honorable Alimami Petito Koroma. Eden at the program this morning. Good morning, and it's a pleasure having you after a very long time.
Good morning, and thank you for the invite.
And even mistake this morning where they give the headlines and to the viewers them for see the contest of position. You know, say we don't always know say the name we don't they come for flag bearer, and it just escaped my mind. So you're going this time for chairmanship. So let me just start and that also the switch happen from eyeing the position of a flag bearer. Now you want to be a chairman for the All People's Congress. Also the switch happen.
Thank you very much. Indeed, I've been on by twice in 2018. And 2023 for the flag bearer position. And both times I not succeed. And in life, you can try something, you succeed, you go ahead with it. You can try something, you fail, you give yourself time for reflect, for review. You can either say that's it, or I go try once more. And I did all of that. And after a second attempt and I did not succeed, I come back, I do further reflection. And I choose not for continue for the position of flag bearer, but also I look at the party itself and I see the need. I see the need for sound, visionary leadership of the party, because some of the things we don't happen at the party, some of it get to do with the leadership. And I believe, say, if we strengthen the leadership, the things that will not happen, were inimical to the life of the party, will be minimized, if not eliminated. So I get the motivation for vie for that position, for let me say, I can make the contribution and reviving the party so that it will become the formidable party where the APC don't always be at this country.
You say now some of the things them where you don't sit on back and see they happen at the party, make you decide, say, let you come forward and vie for this position as national chairman. What are some of the things that where you feel say they go wrong inside the APC when are because of leadership gap?
I'm not going to say the things that where they go wrong. Rather, the areas we will need for improve that the administration and leadership of the party, I prefer for choose that pathway. And that will include the effort at uniting the party, the effort at improving our administrative structures. And when I talk about uniting the party, I want to make it clear that the APC is more united than divided, contrary to what many people feel that the party in conflict is split, is scattered. I agree there are problems, there are issues, but on the whole, there is more unity in the party than the divisions. And I believe more effort needs to be put in that direction for ensure that we maintain internal cohesiveness within the party. I feel that's an area that needs to be addressed.
At this point, Honorable Petito, you think say the APC na an administrator they need for the aim of affairs, or na somebody where then go refer to a political strategist?
Both. If you get a political strategist and the administration not effective, not strong, you go, the overall result or output not going to be the desired. So if you get both, a strategist, a visionary, an activist way can move things, and backed by an effective administration, then you will see the synergy and the output or result could be good.
So sir, you fit a seasoned administrator or a political strategy? Because looking at your background, from your days them na the Council of Churches, till you come into governance, where President Koma in administration been coming, one go and say you're not more of an administrator than a political strategist.
Well, that's what you know about me. So I admit that you don't acknowledge say me an administrator, but I go on for add that I'm a political strategist. Can you imagine that me that be the national organizing secretary of the party, whilst in opposition in 2007. How do you think we win? As National Organizing Secretary, I played a pivotal role, and that has to do with energy, it has to do with vision, it has to do with strategy, it has to do with everything for winning elections. So I could say it's a combination of a strategist, a visionary person, and also an administrative person, a strong and capable administrative person. That is me.
And you believe so that you edge the way you don't describe so enough for let the people and trust them, vote them on you and say, let this be with next secretary general, with next chairman?
Well, that already formed the basis, but it also has to do with your background, where you're coming from, your track record, your person, your character, and your appeal to the people in general. You know, how connected are you to the party structures, to the people that make up the party, to the grassroots, to the upper level, to the youths, to the women? I believe, say, all of this put together will make the people be convinced that this is the man that for coming at this time for lead the party.
If you come out Mambolo and Cambia districts, how you go say you best stand like nationally, because this is a national position where you're vying for?
Oh, thank you very much for that. I come here, this is for sure. That they are born, that they are men, I go to school, I live, I put local district, I married there, I born my Pekin and there, I married in McKinney, I studied in the south, I worked in the entire country, Western area, I live in Western area for many years now, and my previous service at the Council of Churches take me all over the country and interacted with people all over the country. So I go say me a national person that cuts across regions, that cuts across tribes, that cuts across ages, young people, old people, religious people, and non-religious persons alike. So I can say me an all-rounder.
The thing the way you be all a regional position for the All People's Congress, what you go say na the footprints where you left behind for let them entrust you now with this position as national chairman?
I've been National Organizing Secretary and win elections. That's the definite indicator of a successful leader. I hold the position of National Organizing Secretary whilst in opposition in 2007, and we won. That's the simplest footprint I go point at. For winning elections, when you are in charge, as I was, what more can you ask for? It's an example of performance, an example of effectiveness, an example of being the right person at the right time. So with all of this, I say, I am now available for the position of National Chairman of the APC.
And now also they in opposition.
Yes.
You want come for national chairman. You sure say you go win the elections for the APC?
By the grace of God, and with the things that we will do to address the minor elements of disunity and structures, we definitely, by the grace of God, go win the 2028 elections.
Are you one of the people who believe, say, elections na salon, na by turn, 10 years for each of the parties between the APC and the SLPP? We make it a contest at this time?
No, at the contest at this time, not because of that. As I say, I see the need at this point in time, after I tried twice for the flag bearer and not succeed, and we get new leadership in 2026. Now that make I decide for contest for this position. The talk about 10 years is not official. Now just people then they use that to their own advantage when it comes to talking to people for convince them. But there is no law that says 10. Otherwise, why do we contest every 5 years? If there are 10 years, if we wait for 10 years, we'll just make one term of 10 years and not waste time and money and the rest of it repeating every 5 years. No, if 10 years is not an official thing, now people in the use them for their own advantage only.
You dey vie for this position at a time where many people, especially on a party supporter them, they cry for a youthful leadership na the party. We interview people like Honorable Almami Kamara na Makeni, we say, looking at our opponents now, the kind of executive we then get, we look at the chairman of the executive, Batilo Songa. he's very young. Looking at the Secretary General, looking at in deputy, a very youthful executive on our opponents them being put. And on our members them, some of them, they as well cry for a youthful leadership owner will come out on a national delegate conference and get a new executive. And you divide now, I don't know if you're still a youth, but you divide for a national chairman at a time when a membership say they were a youthful executive.
I hope you're not saying that me na old pa.
I'm not saying.
I mean a middle age. And me, na my heart, na youth, I can say. And yes, I quite agree that the call is there for young people. But young people also need guidance from old people. And that is what we need in the party. You know, find for throw away completely the old just because they're not old. But they're old and they get a lot of experience, a lot of knowledge that the party will benefit from. So whilst with the yearn for youth, we will also strike the balance between that call and the use of expertise of available resources in the persons of elderly persons. And when I become the national chairman, at my age, I will also make the best use of older people who don't serve before me, because they get a lot of knowledge and experience who I will benefit from. And at the same time, we'll give space to the youth for let them do their own as youth, and also for guide them and nurture them, build them up so they will assume leadership at the most appropriate time in their political career.
So if they elect you now as the next chairman, you able to take on Batilo Songa in terms of ideas, in terms of issues, because the elections therefore be on ideas, issues of national interest.
If it's my opponent, I believe in myself, and my party believes in me. That's why they choose me as national chairman. And with that, they expect that whoever comes as my opponent, I will be able to take care of them, and I'm prepared to do just that.
Currently, a lot of people believe say factions they na the APC, especially with that of una former flag bearer, Dr. Samura Kamara, where a lot of people not only hear from this BNTM. If you're elected as chairman of the APC, what are you plan for unite the party, especially most times after flag bearer elections? Some people were not happy with the post where they end up elect can decide for sit back. They're not going to left the party, but they're not going to participate actively. And now we are heading to elections. If you have been elected in that position, how you plan for unite the APC?
In the first place, you talk about people who will feel aggrieved because of wrongdoings at elections, internal elections. That's why I appeal and I call on the IEMC and the Secretariat as a whole for let we conduct our elections, internal elections, on a level playing field, where nobody will get justification for say they rogue me, they do this. That's where the problem comes in. If clearly you rogue people then get right for protest. And so man, you no go give in or give up easily. You go hold on that grudge day. But if we go all out for do the right thing, conduct the elections in a free, fair, and credible manner, I believe say even though they lose, go lose honorably and they go accept the results. So the first thing is let we conduct the elections in a free, fair, and credible manner. Now, in case there are remnants, we go on for still protest, as you say. You mentioned Dr. Samura Kamara and the group we deal with them. Part of my objectives, part of my work as the new national chairman will be for bring everybody back into the family of the APC, whether it is Dr. Samura Kamara and his people, whether there are people there at the constituency level from this Team A, remnants of Team A grievances. I will ensure that all of these areas are looked into because APC now one family, and I will ensure that we all assemble and come together as one family and we go act together as one family. That would be my first assignment. We'll bring back those that are sitting on the fence or the one that wouldn't fall over the fence. We need to come into the family house.
Honorable, which platform where you dey campaign on, what you dey promise your party membership? Why then for make you the next national chairman?
Which platform? A platform of track record. I don't tell them, I say, I've served this country all my life, except for the short time where I served my country outside my country, where I go chair now as ambassador. All my life, na salon I don't serve. And people, they don't see me in action and in service. Let them use that for assess and see what I have been, and would therefore then form their decisions out of that. Because somebody we don't know, say na bad worker, you know, go consider them. Somebody we don't know, na a good worker, na a straight person, na a man of character, a man of integrity, someone of results. Then you get hope, say, that person there, if I put them na my party this time around, the tendency is that you'll continue to do the same thing, for perform well, and for win the elections. So that's the platform that I have.
Fundraising and resource allocation are one way critical going into elections. And currently, we know, say, even though the party not come out and talking to public, say there are constraints financially, people don't suspect the financial constraints. For example, the lower level elections which just happened on Saturday, the challenges and where they get in terms of resources. What's the experience where you get for fund money if you happen to be chairman for the APC, especially so we when they can go into elections very soon, national elections day 2028, we go for use a lot of money we perhaps not they now the accounts of the APC. How you plan for work around that?
In the first place, when people who get for give money, say then get the right people in place, people that they respect, people of integrity, people who not go compromise in terms of them penny. That's the first step who will make them become willing for contribute. But if they say the one who they're on top, or the one they who from the team, that people that they cannot trust with their money, then a demotivation, you will not get it. So first, get the leadership properly assembled with the right persons, and then you go attract them. But even at that, you need to approach them. And I go make that appeal day. At the beginning, make that appeal day now. So we all, we make that as our own contribution. Just as we need the votes, we also need the money for run the elections, for run the campaigns. So I mean, appeal that one at the beginning make now, even before coming into office as national chairman of the party. So these are some of the things that some more for do. I'll get for appeal to people them and friends. We'll get people that were not to members of the party, but who sympathetic to the APC, and we, if we approach them in the appropriate manner and present a program to them, not just say give money, you get to present a program who will attract their interest, and that's what we will do.
Honorable, you they come in for this position at a time where, in the words of our current acting chairman, at a time when a party in a crossroad. This is the moment where anybody will come out and criticize the government of President Bio. Police go arrest them, detain them, even charge go courts. On a National Secretary General, a day before the courts now, because of statements them where he make against the president. Now the mammoth meeting on been called on January 31st. On a member, Zainab Sharif, they now in detention for almost 4 days because of statements where he talk about allegedly stolen elections of 2023. And you they can now, as a chairman of a party, where they go through a lot with court cases, police detention, and all of that. Firstly, what do you make up of President Bio in current administration in the way how it treats UNA as opposition members?
Well, yes, I condemn the actions of the police, and when they talk of President Bio, I also look at the structures that they execute then, because we live in a plural democracy where we expect freedom of expression and opposition for speak constructively. And so when the police, mostly the police in this case, come after people, especially senior politicians, for making their positions on political issues, I believe, say, That action that action of the police I don't agree with. But mentioning the case of Lance Nadumwe, our Secretary General, and Zainab Sharif, our strong member, I will say again, we will learn out of this and we will take definite steps for ensure wherever we have gone wrong, we correct that kind of situation there. But mind you, this arrest not go silent we as an opposition, because that should be our role. One, for constructively critique the work of government, and also where we need for say outright that this is wrong, we should do so and we'll continue to do so. Whilst at the same time, if they do something good, me that one person will say, yes, the government has done something right for the good of our nation, for the good of our people. But where they go wrong, now we'll for sure for call things by their name.
Let we look at so many things then where they go on now ahead of the 2028 elections. Constitutional review they go on, where una members of parliament them don't come out, they question some of the things them where they inside the proposed amendment bill. Una co-chair na the tripartite committee, Dr. Kelfala Mara, don't come, they complain about how the government or they even respond to in messages them requesting for meeting. A lot of things then they go on, appointment of the new chief electoral commissioner, although una party pull a position, say una no want time, but the president go ahead and appoint him. All of this now it build up to the 2028 elections. And you say if your party votes for you, you go able to deliver the victory to the party. How you go deliver a victory in a system where una party they condemn say, not they work in their favor?
Yes. In the first place, I agree with all that you've said. And it is not just we members of parliament, and not just the chairman, Dr. Kefala Mara, we state them positions. Many others, the party don't state in position. Mr. Gave me own position, who align with them positions, disagreeing outrightly with the actions being taken by the government. The appointment of the chief electoral commissioner in the midst of a change in the constitution derived from the tripartite recommendations were very clear on the procedure for appoint the chief electoral commissioner. In the midst of that, you appoint somebody. I don't agree with that. And also the tripartite recommendations prescribe a number of things in terms of the constitutional amendments which have been bypassed or circumvented in a way, and get a number of them in the current draft that we have. So our party is against that. Members of parliament are opposed to that. Dr. Kafamala is opposed to that. I am opposed to that also. And we'll continue to speak on them matters there. So we'll continue to appeal to the consciences of the SLP leadership and to our people to understand these institutions. It's not just a matter of winning an election. It's a matter of the impact that such a constitution will have in the future on the lives of our people. It's not just a matter between APC and SLP. This is a people's constitution that serves the entire nation. So all of us don't, not just APC for left this kind of talk to. When I say for equally involved in this kind of conversation, because it affects you even in your job. It affects the farmer. It affects the trader. Just as it affects us, the politicians. So we all come together and work on the government that let us do what is right for this country. A constitution not for a political party. A constitution not for politics, not for elections, but for the country, for posterity.
Internally, the way how the current executive don't they handle internal issues them na the party, either between members or members against the executive. If you were the current chairman, waiting differently you for don't do?
Well, I don't know. Well, you got to tell me how did they address
For
the issue
example, the issue we get for do with Dr. Samura Kamara.
Okay.
If you were the current chairman,
Okay.
waiting different you for don't do?
Well, me, I'm more of engagement. I prefer the path of engagement and not confrontation. I think through engagement, we will better understand ourselves, we will better reason together, and we will see the need for accept decisions and the need for cooperate. That will be my approach. Of course, that no means I will compromise standards, but I will start with that. And if I have to resort to applying our laws, our constitutions, so be it. But I would prefer for start with engaging whoever it is that is involved, and we will sort things out, I believe. With patience, we will sort things out.
You just make mention, say you leadership approach, you believe in engagement. With all waiting they happen, so with una members them, court case, police detention. If you be there at the position of the chairman of the party now, you for be prefer for the engage President Bio rather than using the other means?
As I say, as a first step, engagement is better than confrontation.
So you think, say, this current leadership now in a party not don't engage well for
I
move past this position?
I cannot judge. It's left to them to determine whether they feel, if they engage, if they feel that they've done enough of that and therefore need to go to the next level.
But you think, say, President Bio in administration are one way open to engagement with the opposition?
I have not seen that in practice, because there are a number of things. Given the current situation of this rushed constitutional review or amendment, there is a tripartite document that makes recommendations on amendments to be made. And I said just now, some of these are being set aside or they are being modified for such a certain situation. So if I look at it from that perspective, I would say this government is not ready to be fully engaged. Maybe it is superficial, but in depth, there are other hidden agendas or plans or go against whatever the issues are.
For a government where you say not ready for fully engaged and then get hidden agenda, how na go able to proceed past this bridge for lead the country to the 2028 elections, for like a repetition of what happened 2023 not happen again, and una as political leaders them for the engage, dialogue, and do the right things them where una can sign up to?
Well, that is the essence of the tripartite, for address the various issues where the APC and the current government sign up to, hold the government accountable, that then stick to which they don't sign up to, because that's what everybody is looking up to. That's what the international community knows about us moving forward. So if we do just that, we'll have addressed some of their suspicions also, and some of them things also where they bring disagreement between the two major political parties, the APC and the SLBP. So we will continue to engage. And if we have to take another step, when we get there, we shall decide on what next step we will take. That's what I believe in.
In terms of your vision, how you want to see the APC leading to the 2028 elections if you get elected at that position as a chairman?
I want to see the APC as a party of standards. I want to see a united APC. I want to see a fair APC that gives a platform to every member and give them equal opportunity. I want to see an APC where young people then get room or space for perform, for participate. I want to see an APC where women will be given the platform for participate, and not just the superficial, like deputies or having to do the behind the scene jobs in their positions, but major positions. I want to see an APC that they encourage or promote peace amongst its members. And I want to see an APC that works on quality, that prefers quality in terms of representation. Because we have seen situations in the past where our choice of our representatives has been compromised in some way. And these are some of the things where people can oppose to, which could lead to the divisions in the party. So all of these things we get for do. I want to see an APC that gives the proper platform to the grassroots, because we are a grassroots party mainly, and a communal party for that matter, as we are commonly called. So therefore, all of us need to be recognized as major contributors to the life of the APC. So it's not going to be easy, but I will do my best to see that all of this happens.
I interviewed the current acting chairman of una party. It's still the boast of the delegates the way in belief say it gets, because it say after Samoa Kamara joined on last NDC, then get the highest votes. And now you there so they contest against them, although it not officially come out it for say he want. I even ask him, but he not talk. But eventually, if he come out, you get for contest against them. What in a Almami Petito Koma in base na the APC?
Well,
because this time around not a selection on the go by na elections.
Now news for it say I get an opponent. So far, I'm not aware of any other person with a contest for the position of national chairman. In the first place, if you are talking about Payasane, Payasane, I'm a big brother who don't serve so well at the party, don't do a tremendous job. My approach will be firstly to appeal to him, to talk to him. But let's see how. Look at the situation. Now read the graphics for the next 5 years, and let us see how we can come to an understanding or agreement on who is more suitable at this point in time. You talk about Petito Songa as the chairman of the SLPP, and even me, if you say I'm too old for Petito Songa, so but I leave it at that. But I go on for appeal to everyone. If it's me, let the party choose me. If it is somebody else, let the party choose somebody who meet the requirements at this day and age or confront the SLPP and its leadership. So, in terms of what I possess, I don't talk and just know. I come from a point of strength where I get proven leadership credentials. I don't serve outside government. I don't serve in government. I don't serve at the lower level. I don't serve at the middle level. And I don't serve at the top of institutions. And I can see for myself that in all of those stages in my career life, I don't leave indelible footprints. So with that kind of background, the party will want to use such a person as a leader, as a national leader at this point in time. You know? And for me, I'm prepared for this job. I've been there at the party as assistant chairman of our district. Then I become district chairman. I become national organizing secretary. I did a neck. I'm well prepared. I've been prepared by the party. And it will prepare you person for leadership.
The question why they ask, Ambassador, I say although Payansane not officially say it they run, but if eventually it get for run, you they contest against them.
Okay.
In belief say na in pull the highest number of delegates
in 2023.
In 2023
What
after
is,
Dr. Samoa.
This is 2026.
What in are you your base?
My base now the people of Sierra Leone, the party members in the country across the board. I'm talking now to the members in the western area, in the northwest, northeast, south, and the east. I tell you, say I don't serve in all of this, and they know me in the party. The party people know Alemami Kuroma and in service and in results and in capacity.
So you believe, say, if Payansane run with you, you go give her a defeat na the ballot box through the delegates?
I pray Payansane doesn't contest with me. But I don't want to limit.
Why you dey pray? It's still the actors, chairman, and again position as deputy. Maybe you want to go a step higher.
Well, in this case, I would say I don't want to limit me talk to Payansane. Let's say for every other contestant, I don't want to just talk about Payansane. I mean, no, these positions are not a reserve for me. They are not a reserve for Payansane. They are not a reserve for anybody. So I prefer to address my potential opponents in general. And I'm saying to them, let us please sit together.
No, but you say you play Payansane contest.
No,
what's in that mean?
That any other person don't contest with me.
Why you want to go and oppose?
Well, I don't tell you that. I know I'm for going to oppose, but if that's the solution, and if that's the outcome, but if that is the outcome, and it is the right outcome, so what is wrong with that? You know, I maintain because I go hate for contest with my big brother Payansane. But I said that somebody who don't serve this party well. He don't come for a long time, from the days of Pasheki to Momo to EBK, and to even now who they in opposition, in various capacities. He don't do so well for the party. In fact, one person where I say I may go rely on as a resource person who will give me good support in terms of knowledge and the expertise. What I go gain from, and they will be happy for see a younger brother. They perform, because that is what it is. When you will tell the success of leadership when there is continuity after retirement. Like Payansanena, if you retire, you see me in young small brother, I dey perform, I dey consultant, I dey music, he go smile, he go sit there and relax, he go clap.
In your opinion, the current executive na the APC, they in control as then get grip of the party, like how it been the days of former President Nkrumah as chairman?
Waiting meet with executive is unfortunate. I don't want to blame the remnants of an executive. I call it remnants because, one, with chairman not well for some time now. We pray that God get medicine and they come back and join we. We don't lose by through resignation a number of other senior officials in the party. The deputy secretary general not there, so it is last that we one carrying the mantle. With national organizing secretary not there by Mahmoud, so it is CS Kama, the deputy, who has been carrying the mantle for a long time now. With treasurer Ms. Memuna Nkrumah not there, so you see we not get the full complement of the executive. So even if there are lapses, that may be part of the reason. They are doing their very best. But perhaps given this kind of overload on their part, they are bound to show naturally some inefficiencies. It's just natural. So if you ask me for assess them, I will see they have done well under the prevailing circumstances.
At this point, Honorable, what do you think say on a party need for pull the SLPP government in power? Because although you say the leader, when at the current presidency, it will set a record for handover power to a member of a party. And you believe say on a party they win the next elections.
Well, now somebody go say we go set a record for defeat the SLP for the third time in elections, in clean, free, and fair elections. That we will set the record for defeat the SLP in elections for the third time. But what do we have for that? What do we need for that? As I say, we need to come together with the appeal to whoever holds a grudge, a grievance, who vex. Yeah. Time don't come for let set aside that vexation day. Let you come together, let we come together, unite the party. Let we get internal cohesion. Let we as leaders do the right thing on a level playing field. Be fair to each other. Be open to each other. Be transparent. Because no one can add again to the old situations there where make people then go away. We are still grappling with that. We want to address them to the fullest. So no one can add, even with these lower level elections. I listened to the IEMC chairman when we talk about things that will happen during the elections. It's all unfortunate. I will even say it's bad. I condemn those actions. I mean, we don't do for love land. That the only way we get a cohesive team, now we will do things in the right way. We'll do the right things and we'll do the things right. That's the way to go.
Part of the people that we hold this view say, on a former chairman and leader, we also know the former president, Dr. Anisbai Koma, still gets huge influence in a party, and that influence they determine the next set of leaders we una there about for elect so at the APC.
Whoever don't serve in any position, Mrs. Nayaso, who serve don't come out, even at the 6 years ago, I don't left over nearly 20 years ago. I can tell you, say, I still get influence there. I still get influence with the partners, I still get influence there with the people, with the churches, because I don't serve them very well. So not to think strange that somebody who don't serve with party as leader and chairman for 20 years. It's not strange that he gets influence there. He still has influence. But for say, now I'm going to determine will I go be the next leaders, I don't agree with that. The influence will continue, but he's not the one when we go determine.
You don't get any hands currently in this particular election.
In what sense? He's not the chairman, he's not the deputy chairman, he's not the secretary general, he's not the organizing secretary. He's just an ordinary member as far as I know. He has no official role to play in the current elections.
Quickly, before we can look at messages, what is your opinion about women then on a party holding big position aside the Women's Congress League? What are the potential women them where you dey foresee say get for come forward for challenge una demand them? We conduct an interview with Zainab Bangura, we na a former member of una party because he say no mix pan party politics again. In believe say existing frameworks if not even they for women them for all higher position, especially women they now we want come out say they want for be president.
No, I don't agree with Zainab on that. The APC don't demonstrate that you're ready for take on women. And in my previous statement, I say, I they encourage young people, I they encourage women for step up and take positions at the party. But even in the current setup, our treasurer, Mrs. Memuna Kuruma, is a woman. And even one of the flag bearer aspirants, Mayor Ivona Kisoya, is a woman. And understand that even women they vie for be deputy national deputy chairman of the party. So we just want to encourage such women and more to come on board and let them fight it out with the men. And I'm sure some of them will win their position that they contest.
So the framework there?
There is no restriction as far as I know. There's nothing that restricts women or young people from contesting any office. I don't give the example. Memuna Kuroma, he contested, he win. In the 2023 elections, one other woman, Mrs. Yenkin Kagbo, he contested for being deputy chairman. He tried, but he don't win. This time around in 2026, other women don't already indicate their interest for vying for certain positions. So the platform is there for that. So me, they encourage young people and women, more people to come on board and slug it out to the men. So that's an area that folks say that it is locked. I don't agree with Zara Bangura on that.
If you're elected as chairman for the APC, a lot of our members and believe now say the APC will begin 99 strategies for win election, don't they lost focus? How you go address them kind members in there? We believe say one of 99 strategies not seem for the work again.
I don't get a count of 99. I don't get that count of 99. Maybe that will get more than 99 safe. Well, it depends on having the right persons at the right place at the right time. Then and ensuring that we are working holistically. We'll not need maybe we'll not need 99 strategies. Maybe we'll need 10 strategies only. Maybe we'll need 130 strategies. So the count of 99, maybe that's just an expression for sure. Say APC na a formidable party, and it will be formidable again. And we shall stand to defeat any political party come 2028.
All right, Honorable, continue for the with you at the studio. Let me just read messages and we don't come in so that you will get time for response to the one them when I questions them we the viewers they don't send at the different platform. Then the very first one I go look at from the YouTube channel, Christopher Sakpakima say, Honorable, do you think you have the energy to carry out your position as a national chairman?
All right, so they look at other messages them. We don't come inside the program this morning. This one they say Petito APC already stage manage this lower level election for certain people them. There is no way you go win this chairmanship. The system they already rigged for Bayan Sane.
This one from Ibrahim Soriba, it say all we need is a good idea and a strong men and women to lead us to the elections come 2028.
All right, so they look at few more messages. Them. This one they say, Mr. Petito, indeed the APC party needs standards. Thank you for speaking the truth. From now on, I have great respect for you because of your honesty, sir.
We look at small messages we don't come in. This other one from Lizzie Taylor. They say, Mr. Petito, indeed the APC party needs standards.
This one they say, Honorable, do you think you have the energy to carry out the position as national chairman? All right, more messages from the YouTube. Ishmael Koma, they say, Honorable Petito, you are the most suitable candidate for the party chairmanship position. Another message we are going to look at from YouTube. This one, they say, yes, they have to learn how to build their party so they can be a competition among parties. But when they fail, they allow the party die down. Competition is important among these parties. Maurice, na YouTube again, they say, I like how this man, they behave. He come out plain and express in dissatisfaction with the lower level elections.
Sometimes say so happy with his declaration by Ambassador Almami Petito. He deserves this esteemed position of National Party Chairman.
All right. We will just take the messages that we get for do with Ambassador Almami, because the two other guests them not again at the studio for respond to some of these messages.
Lansana Jawa Bokari say he is the best man for that position. Congratulations in advance, Honorable Petito Koroma.
This one, they say, all we need is a good idea and strong men and women to lead us to the elections comes 2028.
Stephanie Ali say, why this political party like to select old people into their key positions? What's wrong with their educated young men and women?
All right, this person, when Ibrahim Stephen Kuma, they say, can you bring Payan Sane and Ambassador Almami Petito to give us their plans?
Sulaiman Jalo say this is the kind of chairman we want in the APC party. He knows the issues and he will bring unity with prosperous victory in 2028. I stand with you, Ambassador.
For the forward, they say, Honorable Petito, you are such a nice gentleman, and your aspiration for the chairmanship position for APC is indeed a good thing. But please do not come to play bias just to elect Dr. Ibrahim Bangura because he's coming from Mambolo.
Lolo Gasparini say, when I think say APC go left Yansane and give Petito, no shine.
All right, well, from their messages, then we will come quickly to Honorable Almami Petito Koma for respond.
Thank you very much. I will be very straight and brief. In the first place, I will make a general comment on the one day way you don't give me accolades in terms of my bid. I want to thank them very much, and even the many others who are not able to send messages. I know you are there out there in your numbers. I want to thank you very much, and I want to assure you, say, I know we become fat-headed because of this accolades who don't pour on me this morning. I will remain humble and hardworking and committed to my ideals for lead the party in a very genuine way that serves the entire membership of the APC. I will take the first one with striking. What say I'm the right person, but he prays I don't go develop bias for elect in favor of Dr. Ibrahim Bangura to be elected as a flag bearer because it come from Cambia or Mambolo. Well, interestingly, we get two from that area, Ibrahim Mahmoud Bangura and Dr. Ibrahim Bangura. And interestingly also, we all will be elected at the same convention. The day when they elect the national chairman, at the same day that they elect the flag bearer. So where does the bias come in? I not get power until I'm elected. I not get power until I'm elected. I'm for the forward. Know that. The one they would talk about energy, I don't really know what are the issue. I mean, yes, let me answer straight. I have energy and extra energy for lead the party in all forms. I'm ready for put on my boots and wear my gloves, for going to the field, for traverse the length and breadth of this country, and for engage at all levels in discussions, in meetings, in fieldwork. Yes, I have that energy and I'm prepared with the knowledge and the experience and the energy for perform the role of national chairman. We always get suspicions as to
Apologies for that break there. Due to power cuts in the studio, we continue the breakfast show. We still get the Honorable Alimami Petito Kuruma, where they vie for the position of national chairman na the All People's Congress APC party. They're explaining plans them we get for the party and how they want, whose platform they want for use for campaign for be the next chairman of the All People's Congress. Honorable, they respond to text messages them earlier.
yes. Now we talk about state managed elections for Payansane. Now here I don't talk about the APC for land for do things on the level playing field in a free, especially for elections, in a free, fair, and transparent manner. Well, let me also say this. There is a saying that you reap whatever you sow. If somebody allow for let them rig election for them, you go harvest that result there because you'll get constant opposition from within your party. You know, get cooperation of the members. You could be people are not going to be happy with you. They're not going to support you. So why do you want to try it? So me they say to whoever, including my very self, that let me compete on a level playing field. So if I win, I win with a conscience and I'll be proud of those results. But if I win Yuki way, I go see them and the response of the members of the party because they're not going to take it lightly. And that is why all the one they were involved in that practice and they beg them. They then cease forthwith. Otherwise, then just they plunge this party to another cycle or another round of internal opposition. So at least I don't address most of the questions then. To talk about competition, yes, there has to be a healthy competition, a free and fair and transparent competition within the party. Standards, we must maintain standards because that is when we get a voice for oppose and criticize the ruling government.
All right, Honorable, many thanks for joining me this morning. We can talk about your plans and your aspiration for being the next chairman of the All People's Congress. Quickly, before you left, we waiting, you will say to your comrades then as soon as they go with on our internal party elections, on just the only lower level, the next one in March, supposed for be the constituency elections them. Issues of allegations of violence, burning of makeshift structures na Falaba, ballot stuffing, and a whole lot of things then they go on now. All of the allegations they are levied on owner.
In the first place, I want to thank all we members them we don't step up and contest for the various positions at the ward level, and later working for contest at constituency, district, regional, and other levels of the party. I want to commend them for this brave step what they don't take. I want to thank excuse me. I want to thank the leadership of the party for what they don't show in managing the party and in the conduct of these elections. Specifically, I want to thank the IEMC. Yes, as Brother Hassan may say, they're bound to get challenges because one, the area where they're for cover is large, 446 wards. Capacity, it calls for capacity. But they don't try to do them best. I must comment as well, the internal elections complaints board, because I don't see where they review petitions and meticulously they come up with what is good for the party, then decide in favor of, so they rule in favor of some petitions and others against all, and they have been generally accepted, which shows that the team there is full of integrity, and they've asked so much for thank them, and they pray that they continue in that stead. I want to thank we supporters then. We don't help in the campaigns and we don't go out for vote. They say elections, let all man support in candidate, but not use any other means like bad language, gossip, cause, violence, or disrupt the elections of or among the other candidate. Elections will be free, campaign for a person, and not oppose the other person. Not bring violence by any process, be it on polling day or before that. That's the appeal I want to make to everybody. That way they all will come back and smile and embrace one another, regardless of the results will come about. And that's what we want. Once an APC will go emerge, we are members there, we'll contest and we'll support different candidates, we'll come together and work together again. That's the appeal I want to make.
All right. Many thanks to the program this morning. In name now, Honorable Ambassador Alimami Petito Kuroma. Even in the program this morning, they talk about the ambition for become the next chairman for the All People's Congress APC party. Well, now this edition of the Breakfast Show go lefuna. Earlier in the program also, we've been hearing from Honorable Rollins Camara. We've been talking about concern we get regarding the election where them be all over the weekend as they been raised concern about the symbol them where the party being used for conduct the lower level elections. They followed by Hassan Kuroma, we are the coordinator for the Internal Elections Management Committee at the APC. It been clear the air regarding the concerns them where people get for the outcome of that particular election day. Many thanks to owners for sending a message, and the one that will not able for it, apologies for that. But we will make sure so we'll go through them during the day. And continue for Watch Liberty Online TV as throughout the day we get to that content them where we're going to do up now with different platforms them. Until we meet again, Mabel Kabadi, so get a good week and goodbye.
All right, many thanks to always join with this morning. Continue for Watch Liberty TV as we bring Cantona current information we get for the public interest. Many thanks to the entire production team we support with this morning for latest edition of the Breakfast Show with you. Alassane Kouma, Mohamed Kamara, and also Musa Kouma will lead the technical team for bringing this edition of the production of the Liberty Breakfast Show come to you this morning. Mina Khadija Bangura, they say have a good day.
Building tomorrow today with Rightmove. Looking for quality, reliability, and innovation in your next big build? Choose Rightmove Engineering and Construction, Sierra Leone's trusted name in transforming ideas into enduring structures. We don't just build projects, we craft landmarks that stand the test of time. From state-of-the-art offices and modern homes to fuel stations, water systems, and infrastructure, our team delivers precision, passion, and perfection. At Rightmove, we are not following industry standards, we are setting them. Through cutting-edge technology, uncompromising safety, and sustainable solutions, we are building a brighter, stronger, and safer Sierra Leone. Visit us at 54 Campbell Street, Freetown, or call 078399475 or 077504338. Rightmove Engineering and Construction. Building quality, building trust, building the future.